What is up, guys? It's Odd. I'm back. Alright. Thank you guys for the feedback on the last video. It was fantastic. I asked whether you guys preferred commentary or no commentary, and just about everyone said they preferred commentary. I think, yeah, I didn't get one comment asking for no commentary. Some people said maybe I should try recording my gameplay first and then commentating past post-recording, so it doesn't mess me up or I don't get distracted. If I do end up getting distracted a lot during my gameplay, then I will try to switch to that method, I believe. But for today, I'm just going to do another commentary on this Rift battle versus HeGunz. Also, thank you guys for telling me, the few of you who told me I should speak with more confidence. I don't want to come off like pompous or, fake or anything, but I'll do my best to give pretty good content and commentary here. Also, before we get into the battles, there's something I've been wanting to do lately. I know I used to be a pretty small channel not that long ago, and I like to watch and subscribe to a lot of the other small channels that really haven't been able to grow as fast as mine. So we're going to go ahead and start trying to shout out at least one new channel at the beginning of every video I do, or at least most of my videos. And I'm not going to tell you guys you have to go subscribe or like their videos, but you should go over and at least check them out, and then if you end up liking them, go ahead and subscribe to them. So today, I am shouting out HeGunz. His YouTube channel is HeGunz with a Z. It's funny because we're playing in Rift right now. He only has 19 subscribers, so let's try to get him a little bit more subscribers, okay guys? Go show his channel some love. He's one of the best players in the game. He's been #1 before, so he definitely deserves just a little bit more than 19 subscribers, I think. Let's get him at least to 20. Alright, so I'm just going to be doing my best to, comment on my choices, how we play through his Rift. If I get quiet, it's because I'm losing and I don't want to get distracted. Otherwise, I will do my best to commentate. This one looks pretty straightforward. It's just a no high heels. This looks like maybe a bronze no high heel. Oh wait, no, this is a gold one. This is just a no high heels, bleed node. It looks pretty straightforward. I'm going to try to kill D.Va first, because she's going to regain her health if she switches out and I kill Wolfsbane first. And I guess to deal with the no high heels, I'm just going to not get hit. That's my strategy, guys. I know it's revolutionary. I'm just going to try to not get hit here. I won't need my ICU to do anything but protect me from bleed if I don't get hit. So that's what we're going for. That vial reset. Why doesn't that work sometimes? I'm confused. I should ask about that. Vial to L4 to vial doesn't always work for some reason. Maybe it's spacing related. Doesn't matter. We got the stun. We Gucci. I'm gonna try to save at least one blockbuster here to finish him with. Thank you for that. Alright, that was easy. So, pretty bread and butter, just right there. High heels would be blocking me from regenerating if I got hit, so I just had to play safe, kind of zone him out with my projectiles I have on Valentine. And the ICU kept me safe from the bleed. Now we're gonna go to this node, Chaotic Evil node, I think, yeah. He's got hollow points on this Peacock. That's really not going to be that hard, to be honest. I'm just going to probably take at least one set of bleed, cripple, armor break, and then just kill him. Ultraviolet's not known for being very strong defensively at all. So yeah, I'm just going to take one of those. If I drop too low, my ability will actually regen me. Yeah, like it cancel out the bleed there. And that's GG. So pretty solid node there. It wasn't all that hard, just use a advantage fighter to do good damage, and the regen on WX, or Wrestler X, gave me a little bit of leeway to take some bleed from hollow points. Next we are on to Bella. I hate this node. This is the node that I always do really bad on every time I face guns. The logical pick here is just to go with Harlequin, especially because he has Into Thin Air. which is going to screw over my blockbusters, and Harlequin is mainly special move based, but I think I'm going to end up using Harlequin on one of these top nodes. This one, no, that one's going to be Buzzkill, I think. This one I'll be able to do with Heavy Metal. So I'm probably going to use Harlequin somewhere further on, so we're going to see if we can do this without using Harlequin. At least it doesn't have armor rating, it's just into thin air. That's going to be very annoying though, to be honest. We're going to try this with Diva, because I have Chaos Banish that won't get reset by Into Thin Air. I've got Chaos Banish for the Armed Forces ability, and also I have just built-in meter control, which is going to be good. If I end up getting like kind of overwhelmed by unflinching armor, then and also the Into Thin Air, then that might end up kind of being bad, but as long as I keep control of this, I should be good. And if I can time Sekhmet with Into Thin Air, like, yeah, like that, hitting with Sekhmet to refresh blockbusters right as Thin Air hits, then I can sort of get around a little bit of the blockbuster denial this node's built around. Alright, this is actually going well. Nope, this is going well right as I rush an unflinching Bella. I think I'm just going to not go for the blockbuster bonus here. I don't, unless this will charge me. Nah. It's gonna grab her, I need to. It's not good. Don't BB3 me. No! I was going so well. I mean, okay, I really didn't take much damage because she's a pretty defensive fighter. But I could have saved a little bit more health there. Why grab? I don't know, there's something weird. I try to like sort of input an L5. Maybe I'm letting go of block and swiping at the same time, but I end up getting grabbed sometimes when I really don't want. Alright guys, we are back. We had a little bit of technical difficulties there with the match not ending. Either a server glitch or it was just my internet, but I'm back, restarted the recording. I'll be able to splice these together, I believe, pretty well, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Mostly I just used a counter, kind of direct counters on that node, meter control to prevent the Armed Forces meter from getting out of hand, and Chaos Banish to deal with the buffs, and then the Sekhmet meter drain to deal with Into Thin Air removing my meter. And I didn't really bring any debuffs because Into Thin Air removed that as well. Alright, now we have Inertia Node with armor rating and blockbusted, pretty standard hellish setup here. I am going to use Harlequin because she has access to both armor break and armor break through battle butt, and she doesn't really require blockbusters because she can just use her special moves to very good effect. I'm just gonna go straight damage here. I'm gonna back her up with Rainbow Blight and Bloodbath, unless, let me check what these other nodes are. Angry Flinch, Blockbusted Armor Rating, that's probably gonna get a Doom, I'm not sure. Blockbusted Armor, Brute, okay, that's gonna get a Buzzkill probably. Scratching Post, I'm not sure what I'll do for that. Dark Nut, that's gonna be a pain. Great Escape, alright. So I'm going to go ahead and back her up with Rainbow Blight and Hack and Splash. Just kind of go for damage here. Realistically, if I lose Harlequin during the first little bit, it's probably over because that's really my main damage dealer here. I'm planning on just soloing with her, but I have the 2 as backup just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and start her Merry Gorilla Loops. So stupidly good. Basically just a pseudo infinite here. Charge attack her into the corner. I misspaced that. Alright, well, you guys should let me know what you like, what you think about the commentary, if I should keep doing it. You did last time, but I don't know if it's already getting old or if it's good. Wow, I'm just gonna find some random topic to talk about while I just murder Red Velvet with infinites. So you guys should subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 1,000. I'm not sure if we will be there by the time I post this video or not, but hey, that went pretty smooth. I'm not sure if I'll be there by the time I post this video or not, but I'm definitely really close. So go ahead and subscribe. And I know I've asked before, but feel free to just leave down below what you want me to do for 1K. I'll do just about anything for 1K. I'll do a face reveal if you really want. You know, I'll make a or I'll let you guys into a Discord server and talk. I'll make some sort of guide. I don't know. I've gotten a lot of different answers, but not an overwhelming majority for one of the choices. So I'm just going to keep asking. When in doubt, keep asking. That went pretty well. Basically, I just soloed it with Harlequin. Only the red velvet kind of gave me a little bit of trouble there. She was surprisingly tanky. I know Guns prides himself on his tanky red velvet. Now let's check how he's doing. I'm sorry, Guns. I'm sorry to do this to you. He really can't. He's never been able to beat my boss node since I had it this way. It must be extremely frustrating. I'm glad I don't have to play against it. This might be a pretty good solid win if he can't clear that. But nevertheless, I'm gonna try to stay pretty solid here. Not gonna make any dumb mistakes. I think this node. Okay, I forgot to explain inertia. Basically, Harlequin loops kept their meter in control with her ability, and she didn't require blockbusters, so the blockbuster didn't matter too much, and armor rating she just broke with BattleBot. It's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest, but this node looks a little bit more frustrating with the fighters I have to fight against here. I'm thinking I'm just going to try to doom it, and then if I lose, I know I have a little bit of safety net because he's already lost several times to my boss node. So I'm just going to go with the standard Xenomorph, Surgeon General Healer / Reviver, and Trauma Center Icy in case I get hit. Surgeon General, actually, if she's in at the end of the match, can actually clean up a fair amount. She's pretty good. Yeah, let's give him a debuff here. Damn, that's not good. Permanent bleed this early is not really not that good. I'm just gonna force her out, to be honest, and try to doom her later. Try to deal with the surgeon first. Right, I'm just gonna stall her out with my surgeon, let my Xeno heal. Drain her meter before I get busted, yeah. I'm just gonna wait her doom timer out, to be honest. I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to break through. She's not too much of a threat to me offensively either, so I'm just going to stun her with that. And just hit her until the doom timer runs out. I'm gonna tag in Xeno. If I end up getting the doom, that's good. If I don't get the doom and I die, that's also okay, because I'm just going to end up giving her perma bleed if I die, and then I'll probably just try to revive my Xeno and kill her again into the dreadlocks to make Surgeon a really easy cleanup. Let's see if I can tag her out. Can you not break my grabs? Yeah, whatever. I'm just killing myself. I'm just gonna take the perma bleed there. That might not have been smart because I already had Doom on. I already had my Doom on Bio, but to be honest, Dreadlocks is gonna be much more of a pain to deal with, I feel like. Also, I will just be able to revive my Xenomorph, which will be good for sure. Where is my Xenomorph? Over here. Okay, so the plan here. This might not go as well as I originally thought, but I should be okay. Damn it, Blockbusted. If Blockbusted can stop, I'll be able to revive Xeno, and that'll go pretty smoothly. Alright, that's good. Let's just tag her in instantly and hit me. Kill me, please. Why Icy? Icy's preventing it. Okay, well, that's great. If I can transform back to dark within 10 seconds or so here, then I'm good to just last second doom her. Alright. I'm good to just stall her out with doom. I accidentally hit Icy TBH, I didn't mean to. This is a win though, unless I do something, unless there's something I'm really not noticing here. I just gotta make sure my Xeno doesn't come back in. Also, a little tip for you guys: if you're using Doom to kill an opponent and you activate a blockbuster while Doom ends the match, then you actually get the blockbuster bonus, which is great. So in that instance, I ended up using my VB3 right as the match ended because of Doom. And even though the unblockable didn't kill Xeno, I actually am going to end up getting the blockbuster bonus here because the blockbuster was active during the end of the match. Obviously that wasn't quite as painless as I wanted it to be. I had to revive and sacrifice Xeno to be able to get through them, or I guess I didn't kill her the second time, but I had to at least sacrifice her once to be able to burn down the dreadlocks. But it was a win, and it wasn't even that bad in any regard besides losing some health and a loss, and a fighter loss. And I think he's tired. I think he's tired out on my boss node, so I can safely assume this will be a win if I can finish his match pretty well, or his map pretty well. I got blockbusted, frost armor. I'm just going to go with this solid buzzkill tag out strat. This will hopefully work. If it doesn't work, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do here, but I'm going to bring a sketchy. And then I'm going to use my outtake to force them out and force them to gain curse so that they can't gain armor or any other buffs. And if I end up tagging in as well, blockbusted will not work on me for a few seconds because of sketchy as well, because she'll give me immunity. So I'm just going to bring a buzzkill to deal with all the waters, and then if I need to have some quick burst damage, I have primed in the back. Okay, so she's up to 2 armors already, so we're just going to tag her out. That's working well. Gonna let Bella hit me. That was not what I wanted. I was trying to time it so I wouldn't get blockbusted, but I ended up just messing up. That's a decent chunk of health right there, to be honest. Hopefully she's going to switch out here on her own. Yeah. I didn't want to have to bother trying to play around Bella AI. The blockbusted is actually kind of a pain. I might just switch into Prime just to get rid of the blockbusted. Not going to let him gain his ult here. Just ult as you come in there. He's already up to max armor again. I predicted him to rush me with the tag out, but this works okay as well. Basically, I'm just swapping them to get them curse and then bleeding / damaging them out before they can gain armor. I'm definitely going to tag her out before I kill her here because I don't want her reviving. That's going to be a pain. Hopefully he crits me enough that I survive. Yes. That's a great thing about Grudge marquee ability on Painwheel is if the opponent crits you, you can actually survive because you gain armor. So if you build up your defense and they crit you when hitting you, then you can just survive just about anything through armor. Tag in her. And hopefully that crits, and it did not kill her. That will though. I'm gonna try to shower this guy. And one more fighter to intercept as they dash in. Okay, she didn't quite die from that. That's okay though. Sweet. That's GG. Alright, that was a little bit more tough. It was a little bit tougher than I expected, to be honest. I know I stopped talking there at the end a little bit. I got nervous, but in the end, the solid, just sketchy tag out strat worked really well. The bleed was able to catch up with all of them and then primed help me finish them off by just blockbustering them as they ran in. Let's go ahead and fix my Buzzkill's moveset before I forget. She wants Cruel Lily unless she's doing that outtake strat. Okay, armor rating Big Band. I know I did this last time with heavy metal, but it was way too close for comfort. So we're going to use a new strat this time called ignoring it for now because I don't know what to do against it. Great Escape. This is actually really annoying. At least he doesn't have a stun Philia here because stun Philia's avoiding the 5th hit and then they catch you. I guess that's only Parasite Eve, isn't it? Oh yeah, and Class Cutter. So I'm just gonna go with the Grappler strat here, which is basically, what is that? Oh, it's not. It's Philia. I'm kind of dumb. The Grappler strat is just you can't crit with grabs, so you just use your grabs to not take the crit damage thing. Why is the combo still going? How did the combo extend that long? And just gonna use the solid. Alright, Gorilla Loop up. She evaded it. That's great. And that should be her dead. Okay. All I gotta make sure is that Idle doesn't backdash me here and end up avoiding. This should be a kill. Yeah, solid. All I had to make sure is that she didn't backdash me and end up gaining Final Stand because that would prolong the fight and I might end up getting BB3'd, so that was pretty solid. As you can see, I didn't take too much recoil damage because I was using a lot of grabs, and grabs can't crit. Okay, these are going to be a little bit frustrating, to be honest. I'm going to need something to remove the armor here. I think I'm just going to go with Bloodbath.
Let's dance,
or Bloodbath
darling.
or Red Velvet. I can't really decide. Or I could just burn through the armor with Ultraviolet.
Big Bang!
I know Class Cutter can be really dangerous if you let her get out of hand. I'm just going to go with Bloodbath. She's the safest option here. I'm just going to make sure I give her a
Pain Wheel!
as backup. I'm going to make sure I give her a Chaos Banish here instead of her whatever she has. I forgot what that move is called. I legit can't remember what the grab move is called. It'll come back to me, guys. I'll remember at the end of the video. Also, the bleed from Dark Nut really won't affect her, besides giving her some free regen to start the match off. All I'm gonna make sure here is that I deal good damage to this Bloodbath on his map. There we go. Alright, that was solid. Quick little axe loop to finish that. Alright, now Class Cutter is the dangerous one. Got my unblockable charged. Try to get a little quick little axe loop. Okay, that didn't work. And that did work. Alright, sweet. That went a lot more smoothly than I thought it would, to be honest. I think I played pretty well on Gunz' map this time, which is really surprising, to be honest, because I'm commentating as well. Maybe my secret strength, I'm so odd that commentating actually helps me play better. I don't know. If so, I'll just commentate even when I'm not recording. That'll be a little bit awkward, but we'll go with it if it gets me the win. Weight of Anubis. Yeah, there was no way I was going to remember what that move was called. It's so bad, it's really only on there to fill up my moveset. I mean, like, stat-wise. Okay. I think I'm going to use Red Velvet to Hex and Chaos Banish around that Meowin' Forever. And I'm going to bring Heavy Metal as just basically invincible backup, because as soon as they hit him, he's just going to gain so much armor they can't do anything. And, oh yeah, by the way, they've got Scratching Post on here, so I'm just going to backdash and try to hit her as she runs in, just like that. And that'll get me around her Scratching Post. And as she runs in, I'm going to dash attack. That didn't work as well as I thought. I tried to stop her out of the BB, which worked pretty well, but I ended up getting stunned because this node is also Taser node. I'm going to use a quick Chaos Banish there just in time to prevent her Final Stand from proccing and stunning me. This is a little bit more frustrating than I thought it would be, to be honest. Because of Taser. Taser's actually making this very frustrating. I have slow on me, that's why I'm not gaining any meter at all. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into Band because he's really not gonna take much damage here. even if I mess up, and the combination of Scratching Post and Taser and Meow and Forever's ability is probably going to end up making me mess up, and Red Velvet might just die, so I'd rather not. Also, that's great. If you have a leveled up Noise Cancel will stun her for longer than Taser will stun you, so using it to intercept her is a pretty good option if you have a leveled up one. See if I can activate. Okay, that's good. Got my ultimate off right before the stun expires, and also that's a good way to get around Meow and Forever's ability. If you can keep ticking her health down until she's like at 1 health, so eventually you just keep resetting her final stand until she arrives at 1 health, and then you're going to inevitably have to either remove the final stand or it's going to expire and stun you. If you have an unblockable blockbuster like Big Bands, and you queue it like a second before her final stand ends, then you will hit her while her final stand ends, and you'll get stunned, but it won't knock you out of your unblockable blockbuster, so you'll just finish the animation, hit her away, and you'll win. And the stun will just be absorbed by the unblockable you're using, sort of. So that's a pretty good way to get around Meow and Forever. I didn't actually end up using Bio so far, which is surprising because she's definitely one of my staple map fixes, or known fixes, I guess. Whatever, I don't know. I use her a lot. Because of her ability to give Wither, because she's a good squiggly, and also she kind of has like survivability, and at the same time the squiggly kit that includes a lot of Wither, and at the same time the squiggly kit that includes moves like Dragon Bite that are great for moving buffs, and apparently intercepting charging Big Bands. That's a good thing to keep in mind. If Big Band is charging, multi-hit moves will knock him out of his invincible charge that he does. Please get a little bit of Wither. That's good. I didn't get any Wither the first time, so I was a little bit worried about that. That should charge it up. There we go. This should be a solid blockbuster finish here, to be honest. Yeah. Wow. This might have been actually one of the best runs I've ever had against Gunz' map. I think this is definitely a win, judging by his 3 losses against mine. 23.1. That's not a huge score, but against a stacked diamond map like this, I would say it's pretty good. Let's see how he did. It looks like he just gave up. Well, GG to Gunz. That was well fought, I guess. You still got to figure out a way to get around my boss node, dude. But besides that, go subscribe to his channel. Again, HeGunz with a Z. I will link it in the pinned comment and the description. That's a lie. I will only link it in the pinned comment because I'm lazy and I don't want to go get it before I post the video. So I will link it in the pinned comment. Also, leave any feedback you guys have in the comments. Hopefully I did better with the commentary this time. I tried to talk just a little bit more in depth about some things, and just maybe just have a kind of a running commentary, even if it's not super technical, while I play, just so you guys aren't bored, I guess. But let me know how I did. I'm going to get out of here now. 1,000 subscribers coming up really soon. Subscribe to HeGunz, or at least check out his channel. Until then, until next time, guys, peace.